dari sini, dari pertikaian yang terjadi. Kau hancurkan diriku bila kau tinggalkan aku. Kau dewiku, kembalilah padaku, bawa separuh nafsu.
Kulihat sukacitanya saat aku bercerita tentang doa mimpinya padaku yang kini mulai nyata. Terima kasih ayah, ceritamu tak ku lupa. Ku jalankan pesanmu agar kau bahagia. Maafkanlah ayah, aku belum sempurna, tapi aku berjanji ku terus sempurnakan mimpimu. Wow, terima kasih ayah, ceritamu tak ku lupa. Ku jalankan pesanmu agar kau bahagia. Maafkanlah ayah, aku belum sempurna, tapi aku berjanji ku terus sempurnakan mimpimu. Sempurnakan mimpimu. beda suasana saat ayah bercerita tentang orang-orang yang ternama agar ku bercita-cita. Kulihat sukacitanya saat aku bercerita tentang doa mimpinya padaku yang kini mulai nyata. Terima kasih ayah, ceritamu tak ku lupa. Ku jalankan pesanmu agar kau bahagia. Maafkanlah ayah, aku belum sempurna, tapi aku berjanji ku terus sempurnakan mimpimu. Kulihat sukacitanya saat aku bercerita tentang doa mimpinya padaku yang kini mulai nyata. Terima kasih ayah, ceritamu tak ku lupa. Ku jalankan pesanmu agar kau bahagia. Maafkanlah ayah, aku belum sempurna, tapi aku berjanji ku terus sempurnakan mimpimu. Wow, terima kasih ayah, ceritamu tak ku lupa. Ku jalankan pesanmu agar kau bahagia. Maafkanlah ayah, aku belum sempurna, tapi aku berjanji ku terus sempurnakan mimpimu. Sempurnakan mimpimu.
Mesti aku tak harus mengenal dirimu. Oh, mesti aku tak harus mencintai dirimu. Sakit yang ku rasakan takkan pernah hilang. Oh, cinta yang kau berikan sakit hatiku merasuk tubuhku. Oh, luka darimu kan membekuku. Sakit hatiku merasuk tubuhku. Kan membekuku, sakit hatiku merasuk tubuhku.
Buat website praktis dengan AI Website Builder Hostinger. Tulis konsep website, lalu tunggu AI buat website. AI bisa atur warna, gambar, font, dan teks sesuai konsep yang Anda mau. Edit tampilan website sesuka hati dengan editor drag and drop. Klik online kan untuk munculkan website di Google.
kertas mengingatkanku betapa ajaib hidup ini, mencari-cari tambatan hati. Kau sahabatku sendiri, hidupkan lagi mimpi-mimpi, cita-cita yang lama ku pendam sendiri. Berdua ku bisa percaya, ku bahagia kau telah terlahir di dunia, dan kau ada di antara miliaran manusia, dan ku bisa dengan radarku menemukanmu.
yang datang merebut cintamu. Dia yang mana yang mampu mengalihkan rasa setiamu. Tidak kuduga semua terjadi. Kau telah ingkar janji. Lidah siapa yang manis bermadu dulu mengukir janji. Sumpah siapa yang telah terucap dulu sehidup semati. Lenyaplah sudah janji-janji itu, hilang terbawa di angin lalu. Kini engkau telah pergi, aku sendiri berteman sunyi. Semoga derita ini takkan terjadi kedua kali. Asaku terbang jauh melayang, mimpi yang indah kini telah hilang. Kini engkau telah pergi, aku sendiri berteman sunyi. Semoga derita
Namanya apa?
ini
Yang mau deh. Pakai
takkan
jaket.
terjadi kedua
Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya.
Asaku terbang jauh
Untuk astagfirullahaladzim.
mimpi
Halo Umi.
kini telah hilang. Hati siapa yang rela jatuh terkulai karena cinta. Hati yang luka pedih di dalam dada, tiada obatnya. Pasti nanti kau kan mengalami. Jangan tangisi cinta yang pergi.
ben de adamı Zehra Hanım diye girdim bir toplantıya. Diyorlar ki hani gizlice bizi izlemek için niye böyle isimler uydurup şey yapıyorsun? Arif diye biri diyor. Şaka şaka. 62 var. 62 kişi var şu anda.
Cek, cek Ibu Mega. Monitor Pak Dendi, suara saya bisa didengar dengan jelas?
Jelas.
Baik, terima kasih. referred to APPI PT PGRI, and distinguished keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Olabode Adewoye from Yaba College Technology, Nigeria, Koimor Minute, Professor Dr. Rahul Bandari, Jindal Global University from India, Subprahat Sir, Dr. Dokan Yuksel from Yaba University, UK, good morning, sir. And Dr. Firdaus, Universitas PGRI Sumatera Barat, Indonesia. Selamat siang, Bapak. And of course, to the beloved colleges, students, and all participants. Today is a great honor for me, Heidi Paramita Devi, as a Master of Ceremony, to be standing here and welcoming every one of you to this event. On behalf of the Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, the opening ceremony commenced with the reporter by head of APPI-PGRI. I would like to invite Professor Dr. Ahmad Bukhari, Master of Education. The time is yours, Prof.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Of us, the Honorable General Chairman of PPPKRI, Professor Dr. Rahul Bhandari from India, Mr. Dendi Zainuddin Hamidi, STMM, and don't forget, the ladies and gentlemen, we are proud participants of the third ICDESS. We are always enthusiastic in conveying creative and innovative ideas to our country. Alhamdulillah, we are all given health and safety by God. We can gather online to attend the third ICDESS 2025 with the theme Learning and Social Concept Futures, designing impactful education and social model through digital technology and collaboration. I need to report that the top ICDESS event has received 71 articles with 165 participants from 28 campus, both from PGRI campus and outside PGRI. For the output of the third ICDESS seminar, we have collaborated to the publish in 11 Sintatu journal and 2 Scopus journal under the auspice of PGRI. Well, all the articles are included in the proceeding of the third ICDESS, which has an ISBN. Many thanks to PPPKRI, the committee for their help and cooperation. Success and good health to all of us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much for your speech, Prof. And monitor, Pak Fauzi, Prof Uni sudah datang?
Sudah.
Baik. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, the next agenda is a welcoming speech by Chairperson PBPGRI. I would like to invite Professor Dr. Unifah Rashidi, Master of Education. Time is yours, Prof.
Thank you very much. I'm currently somewhere very crowded, and with me there are some relatives, include my grandchildren. So I'm so very sorry if my voice is not clear. Good afternoon, all the speakers, chairperson of the seminars, organizer, journal managers and researchers, and also the participants. Good afternoon. So I'm very pleased to support you. I'm very happy to know that there is a seminar for us to sharing each other about many things, yeah, regarding with the what learning about what, yeah, social concept, yeah, learning and social future, designing impactful education and social. It's already here or not? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm waiting the card. Digital technology and it's about this digital technology, right? So with our support here, this is my account. Ini mobil. Could you please open? Maman. Oh, I'm very sorry. It's really crowded here. So we support you, and then happy for seminars, exchange our experience, academic things and everything. And I always support the APPI to conduct anything, including a seminar, research, and other things. And I, on behalf of PGI, would like to thank you to all the speakers who join in this very important, impactful seminar. So with the Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, the international seminar regarding with the social study, if I'm not mistaken, officially open. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much for your speech, Prof. Have a good trip.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm very
you.
sorry for the time yang I with my grandchildren all here.
No
and
worries,
they're
Prof.
very crowded. Thank you very much and happy seminars for you all.
Thank you so much, Prof.
Can I leave?
Well, yes. No worries, Prof. Have a good day.
Let's take group photo first.
Yep. Can we please
Ibu?
open your camera? Ibu? Udah keluar kayaknya, Bu. Well, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin plenary session, we are going to have a photo session first. Can we please open your camera? Kindly please open your camera, all participants. We have 4 slides. Okay. Thank you. Can you please open your camera once again? We have 4 slides. Make sure you attend with your best smile ever. Ready? Pak Fauzi, monitor. Okay. Now we turn to the first slide. Give us your best smile ever. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The other slide. Slide of numbers. The slide number 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The third slide. 1, 2, 3. Smile. And the last slide. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now this is high time for us to listen to the exchange of knowledge from our distinguished keynote speaker, of course. The plenary session will be conducted 20 minutes for each speakers. Well, before the plenary session begins, it's my great honor to introduce our moderator, a woman who has a lot of impactful achievement. She has been a facilitator for over 60 schools under the Sekolah Penggerak program since 2022 and has guided more than 115 students as a field supervisor in the Campus Mengajar program. And also he has secured multiple competitive grants from institutions such as the Japan Society for the Promotion of Science, National Nature Science Foundation of China, National Research Foundation of Korea, and Indonesia Ministry of Education, Culture, Research, and Technology also. Her work in both science and education has earned numerous awards, including the DVXA Society Distinguished Contribution Awards, Nita Kinen and Haruka Yamaha Award, and recognition from the Indonesia World Record Museum, or MURI, as the youngest woman in Indonesia to earn a PhD in chemistry. I would like to invite you, Ibu Mega Novita, PhD. Let's give her a hug virtual round of applause. Let's give her a hug virtual round of applause. Thank you so much. The time is yours, Ibu.
Thank you very much for a very nice, kind introduction to our Master of Ceremony for guiding us through the opening ceremony. Good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Distinguished guests, keynote speakers, respected guests, colleagues, and all participants of the third International Conference on Digital Education and Social Science, ICDESS 2025. Allow me to introduce myself. As has been mentioned by our MC, my name is Mega Novita and I'm an associate professor in Universitas PGRI Semarang, Indonesia. And I currently serve as the head of international affairs at our institution. It is truly an honor and a privilege for me to moderate today's plenary session in this prestigious international conference, which brings together scholars and experts from the United Kingdom, India, Nigeria, and Indonesia. This diversity reflects the strong spirit of global collaboration, particularly in advancing digital education and social science for more sustainable and inclusive future. Before we begin, may I kindly remind all participants to keep your microphones muted during the presentations and submit your questions through the chat box during each keynote speech. Each keynote session will consist of 20 minutes of presentation, followed by 5 minutes of Q&A. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to introduce our first keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Doğan Yüksel from the Open University, United Kingdom. Dr. Yüksel is a scholar in second and foreign language education with extensive academic and research experience in the United Kingdom, United States, and Turkey. His work focuses on English medium instruction, generative artificial intelligence, and the transformation of language learning in higher education. Today, he will deliver a keynote speech entitled Generative AI in English Medium Instruction. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in warming welcome Associate Professor Dr. Doğan Yüksel. The virtual floor is yours, Professor.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a great honor for me to be here, and I'm really happy to see such a big and excited crowd. I mean, this is really great for me. Thank you very much also for the nice introduction. My name is Doğan Yüksel, and currently I work as a research fellow and project manager at the Open University. I'm a part of the Elemental project where we try to understand the big increase in the number of English medium instruction programs in the European higher education context. But also I'm interested in English medium instruction in general. And then previously I used to focus more on topics in applied linguistics, but then recently I'm more interested in the language and higher education, and then how technology is just shaping our learning and teaching experiences. In today's talk, I'll be talking about the perceptions, usage, and impact of generative AI in English medium instruction settings, and then how these factors impact academic performance and language proficiency of the participants. The study that I'm going to talk about today has focused on the social sciences students. So it will be interesting just to understand how students in social sciences use AI in their learning processes, and then how AI is supporting or somehow hindering their development. English medium instruction is a very big issue globally, and many universities around the world are just opting for it with the aim that they can reach to a bigger international audience in terms of staff and students. But also for learners and teachers to learn and teach in a language that's other than their first language is always challenging. I mean, in the Turkish setting, we have it. In the Chinese setting, we have it. And I remember from my last year's plenary in the Indonesia, that's also one of the challenging topics, like studying subjects in English. So we see that there is a huge impact on the linguistic and cognitive aspects of the students when they study a subject not in their first language, not in their native language, but in English. As I mentioned, like this is globally a very challenging situation, and then in Turkey, we just see a similar impact. In our previous work on the topic, we saw that students had hard time and they had lots of challenges in their studies, and they had to just use some strategies. And one of the strategies was just translation from English to Turkish, and then understanding the concept, and then to produce the assignments in the like interaction in class. They had to go back to English. But recently, especially since 2003, we see that generative AI tools are just getting into the lives of the students, and then they are making, or at least they are trying to make, the most of the generative AI. ChatGPT is one of the most popular. It has been one of the most popular tools. Recently, we also observe a very high usage of Gemini in the Turkish context. But when we conduct this study, ChatGPT was one of the main tools that was used. But then, as most other research would just reveal, ChatGPT use can be great, but also it can harm, and it can pose some risks on the learning processes, especially if students rely on it, or if they really don't use it purposefully. So we thought that it might be good to understand the user profiles of the ChatGPT users in the Turkish context, but also we want to understand like how often our students use, and then how proficient they think they are, and eventually we wanted to see if there would be some relationship, if like the AI usage characteristics would correlate with the success and language proficiency scores of our students. So that was our main focus. And then we also wanted to see the relationship overall between language proficiency, generative AI usage time, perceived experience, and competence on the generative AI on students' academic performance. And in our study, as the third question, we thought that rather than having a quantitative questionnaire and an analysis, we can ask our students about the functions of ChatGPT use in their academic activities. And then if the students used other generative AI tools to just learn better in their classes. I think one of the novelties of our study was identifying the patterns in the generative AI use. I really think that also personally, I try to use generative AI as much as I can, but how we use it is probably a lot more important than if we use it or not. We want to identify with the creation of a questionnaire. We 3 researchers created the questionnaire. We wanted to identify the user profiles. The first category we had was the complementary use. Here, the AI support was mostly not to replace the effort, but then it was just like to fix, to help at some problematic aspects. So here, the students usually prepare their assignments, but they benefited from AI to check if the language was all right or if they covered all aspects of the instructions. So complementary use in itself, we thought would be a positive attitude towards the use of AI. Our second profile, our second category was substitute. This was instead of producing the assignments, the work on student side, this was asking generative AI to produce the assignments and to produce the text. We thought that that would negatively harm the students' learning experiences, and we also thought that that wouldn't be really nice on students' side, because like even if there is a really good, really like desired output in terms of the assignments and student work, there would be a really less emphasis on learning. And our third category was the hybrid use, which just combined in some cases the complementary use, but then also in some other cases substitute use. This was just benefiting from both sides. And then, for example, students in these cases would just brainstorm with AI and then would ask AI to just generate some ideas, but then refine them, work on them, and then produce their own assignments, activities afterwards, just to understand how these user profiles and AI usage time, AI experience would interact with the academic success of our students. We created a research design. We had around 400 participants representing 3 academic programs in the social sciences. We focused on second, third, and fourth year students because we could just get their academic success scores, their GPAs, in an easy way. Our first year students were still taking their exams, and then we didn't really have their grade point averages, their academic success scores. Another thing in our data was the model, EMI model. Our students were partial EMI students, which meant that at least 30% of the courses were taught in English, but the rest, usually around 70%, were taught in Turkish. So these students were taking some courses in their first language, and then some others in English. For the data collection and analysis, we used a questionnaire that included the demographics of our students, their AI usage habits, and we had some open-ended questions, especially about their preferences for different AI tools. And then we asked another open-ended question about what functions AI tools provided to them. We also created and generative AI usage profile scale, and then as a part of our studies, we validated it via exploratory factor analysis. We were lucky in this study because we could obtain students' exam scores and their language proficiency scores from the university's register. We used SPSS for descriptive analysis, and then correlation studies, and then also linear regression, multiple linear regression. Also, we qualitatively analyze our open-ended questions, and then we chose frequency counts. In terms of the key findings, in terms of first our students' EMI course GPAs, they were quite high, around 76 out of 100. Our students' language proficiency, again, out of 100 was around 70. This was based on an exam test adapted from the Cambridge PET. Really interestingly, our students on average reported around 8 hours of generative AI use. So it was around like a little bit more than 1 hour a day. So they were interacting. And we just need to remember this study was just carried out almost like 1 year ago. So today we might assume that the hours might just increase a little bit at the moment. The most commonly used AI strategy was the complementary use. So out of 5, around 2 this was is the highest reported strategy, and students said that they used the substitute profile as or they represented as the lowest reported strategy, and then the hybrid use was just in between these two. In terms of our research findings, and for the first research question, in terms of the correlations, we saw that students with higher English proficiency levels had more academic success, and that was quite common. That's that was quite anticipated outcome. If students' English proficiency levels are good, then they usually perform better in the exams. But one of the novelties of our study was if students use the complementary profile, or if they reported more on the use of the complementary profile, that also helped our students in terms of their academic success. So AI was an enabler, if we can say, in this situation. Really also interestingly, for example, AI usage time didn't correlate with academic success. Some students, for example, reported that they use AI 6 hours a week, but some others reported that they use AI around 20 hours a week. So 20 hours didn't make really that much difference. So in my opinion, that was an interesting finding. And that might say, like, use of AI in that sense may not be really functional, and students might be just using it. That's not really helping them to get better in their academic studies. Also, AI experience didn't really matter much. What does it mean? Like those who told us that they had been using AI, like maybe let's say for a year and a half at the time of the study, didn't do better in the final test compared to those who recently started in the last 6 months using AI. So that was interesting. And I think one of the main findings of our study, one of the striking ones, I should say, is the negative correlation between the language proficiency and substitute use of AI. What does this mean? Students with lower proficiency in English, lower proficiency levels, opted for the substitute use more. So if the proficiency decreased, the substitute use profile increased. So AI was like a strategy for the students with lower English proficiencies to compensate. But then this is just another thing to consider. That didn't lead to better academic success, I mean like higher academic scores. So even if they benefited, even if they used it, we could see that that didn't lead to better academic scores. So this is like at the first part, we saw the positive relationship between AI and complementary use. So that was an interesting finding, a good thing on student side. But then also AI can be just a disabler. I mean, it can be a barrier for students because they think that they are completing the assignments, but then in the end of the day, we don't see the opportunities for learning. That was the problematic part. We also wanted to carry a regression model to understand how academic success could be explained. So regression and correlation results are at some level similar, but then the regression model is helping us to understand the impact, the value, and the explanatory power of our research constructs. So our regression model revealed that higher language proficiency and complementary integration of generative AI are the good supporters of academic success. But again, in our regression model, usage time, experience, self-perceived competence, substitute use, and hybrid use, these factors really didn't matter in terms of academic success. They were not really helping much to the students. So another pedagogical thing maybe we can have here, it's not how much how much time you spend on AI, it is how effective you benefit from AI. I mean, so that's like one of the important things, implications of
Professor,
our
I'm sorry
study.
to interrupt.
Sure.
In 1 minute left.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
We also examined what other tools were used, and I guess many of you might be familiar with this. Our students reported that they use Grammarly, but this is an AI tool, similarly Duolingo. But then Gemini wasn't catching up, but in the Turkish context, I see that it has been used more. And as I've been implying, we should guide our students. Our students should be more knowledgeable about how they can benefit from AI. and they should use it to complement their assignments work, their efforts, rather than to substitute. Because if students are just asking AI to generate their assignments, then in the long run, they will have hard time understanding their subjects. One thing here, this is just really because of our cross-sectional design, it might be difficult to just generalize to other contexts, and our findings are very limited to the social sciences, so further studies can be used. Can benefit from like both disciplines, also STEM disciplines as well. And then it might be good to just have some longitudinal designs to understand and try to triangulate the use of AI. And thank you very much. This is the end of my slide, and this is the social media accounts of our research group at the Open University.
All right. Thank you very much, Professor Yüksel, for such an insightful and thought-provoking presentation. We now move to the Q&A session. I invite participants to submit your questions via the chat box. Yeah. Any questions from participants? And okay. While we are waiting for questions from the audience, allow me to begin with one question, sir.
Sure.
Okay. So based on your research, how do students generally perceive the use of Gen AI in English medium instruction, like more as a learning support tool or as a potential risk to academic integrity?
Like one thing, I guess, one
Mhm.
problem we had while researching this topic, we asked questions to our students, and we are not so sure if they told us the truth, because they opted for complementary use. But
Mhm.
then it might be better for students to say that rather than saying, I'm just asking AI to do my assignment. So our students mostly said that they benefited from AI to edit their work, to enrich it, to elaborate it, rather than asking AI to do it. So that was good. That was a good finding, in my opinion. So, but then I guess our students need more guidance in terms of how they can benefit. If AI is an assistive tool, then I guess it's really great, and we use it. I mean, also as professors, as researchers. But if it is used as a generative tool, then especially, and if it is an output that we have to produce, then it gets problematic over there. That's how I see it personally, and then I guess that's how we should inform our students about the benefits of AI, but also some issues that might hinder learning, and then also some other ethical issues on the way. So it's just like recently, it's like a knife. We can just use it for very good purposes, but then also it might harm the teaching and learning processes, especially in higher education. We see that users are more independent, more competent, and then assignments are like very suitable for AI to prepare. Like it's usually like at the take-home exam, or it's usually like a presentation or a project. So we should be really careful, and then we should really guide our students. They need the guidance, I guess. Probably to guide the students, our professors need a good knowledge and competence about it. So maybe that might be even the first step. This is like how we see, how we perceive AI, AI trained, AI like knowledgeable people are needed more and more.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. On behalf of the ICDESS 2025 Organizing Committee, we would like to express our sincere appreciation to Professor Dr. Dugan Yüksel for his valuable contribution as a keynote speaker. So this virtual certificate of appreciation is hereby presented as a token of our gratitude. Thank you very much, Professor.
Yeah, thank you very much. My
thank you.
pleasure to be with you all.
Yeah, thank you. Distinguished participants, our second keynote speaker today is Professor Dr. Rahul Bandari from OP, Jindal Global University, India. Dr. Bandari is a distinguished academic leader and currently serves as the Director of the Office of Institutional Advancement and Strategic Global Engagement at OP Jindal Global University. His scholarly interests and professional contributions focus on higher education policy, globalization, artificial intelligence readiness, and the future of learning systems. Through his extensive experience in research, editorial leadership, and international collaboration, Dr. Bandari has actively shaped global discussions on sustainable, inclusive, and flexible higher education models. Today, he will present his keynote speech entitled Artificial Intelligence and the Future of Higher Education, Advancing Sustainable, Inclusive, and Flexible Learning System. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Professor Dr. Rahul Bandari. The floor is yours, Professor.
Selamat siang, Indonesia. Namaste from India, and a very good afternoon. Thank you very much, Bhumega and everyone, for inviting me. I apologize because I am in airport right now. So if my voice and the people are walking, please accept it as an unconditional situation for me to come for the conference in such a situation. So I'll not take too much time of all of you. Will you allow me to share my screen, Bhumega?
Yes, admin, please let him as the co-host. All right.
All right. My screen is visible to everyone?
It's can you make it full screen because it's appear with the half and half screen.
It is full screen. Is it visible?
It is wrong. I think you have to make it another screen because this is half and half with the notes. Next slide. It's appear
Okay.
with notes.
Just give me one.
Okay. If this may be difficult for you, then we can share your screen also from
No,
here.
I'll do it. Just give me
Okay.
1 minute.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Is
This
it
one.
better now?
Yes. This one. It's okay. Please, sir.
Okay. So thank you very much once again. I believe.
Oh, sorry. It's again come to the same appearance like before.
Is
Yes,
it fine
this
now?
one. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Now it's okay.
So as we are in the era of artificial intelligence, and we all are belongs to the higher education sector, it is as being a policy maker, faculty members or administrative staff, it's very important for us to ready our new generation with this amazing opportunity where they can collaborate with the learnings of artificial intelligence and become a most advanced version of this generation, and same time make this world more better place for the upcoming people. So my focus will be today is on how we can design an artificial intelligence considering the young generation in our mind. My name is Professor Dr. Rahul Bandari. I'm a director of Office of Institutional Advancement and Strategic Engagement in one of the top private universities in India. It's called OP Jindal Global University. So when we're talking about nowadays an education, people are come up with the traditional way of higher education systems where one lesson made for all. The new generation, the new challenges of the world required a customized learning method where the learning should be very personalized. The one learning should be very immersive as well as collaborative experience. So the technology world brings us then opportunity to incorporate artificial intelligence in the form of augmented reality and the virtual reality platform, where the each and everyone can design its own program each and every student can learn by their own pace and the speed, and every student can even though engage that knowledge in a practical way, which was earlier very hard in the traditional form of higher education. So these factors which we are going to discuss today is first how AI can personalize. I believe some of my co-speakers and most of you know that how we are using different artificial intelligence uh, in our classrooms, in our teaching method, even though our evaluation method, to make the education and the learning systems easy. um, most of you, I believe, have already witnessed that I itself has written a paper on virtual augmented reality, that how the virtual and augmented reality is changing the learning focus as well as the outcome of our results in the classrooms. Augmented reality has so many things to do with the education systems. In such case, if you are not using this technology in the classrooms, you are probably not making your student as well as young generation ready for the different and a unique challenges which is right now we are facing in around the world. There are a lot of social platforms which generally I believe most of the generation Z prefer to utilize in terms of learning. I remember when we were in the university or education sector, we used to learn in the classroom where the professor has to come and teach us and give us an instruction to do. Now today's world, the faculties don't need to go in the classrooms. Today's world, the all students no need to go and sit in the classroom. They can take those learning while they are sitting in any part of the world, but at the same time the learning is very focused as per their requirement, and same time there is a different platform there they can connect with the not only the students from their region but the students from around the world. So these three factors have actually changed the higher education drastically, and that's where we need to learn that things. So I'll put some case studies and some examples of my university, even though when we are talking about AI driven personalization, how we did and what can be done. So in my university, when we are thinking about incorporating artificial intelligence in the classrooms and anywhere, the first thing we did that we removed the traditional way of examination system. Now, all the examination system in our university is proctored by the artificial intelligence. That means there is nobody in the classroom, there is nobody in the examination center. The student don't need to come in the university to give exam. The student can sit in the beach, in the restaurant, in their house, and they can go for the examination. This AI based proctoring systems is so strong that the 0% chances of that student can take input from the outside. Once you open the screen, the AI system will recognize your face, and even though if you move your eyes continuously, it can give a pattern that whether you are actually doing an exam or whether you are taking help from the outside. Once the student complete the exam, you open the exam, you cannot open any other tab or anything else in that same laptop. If you do, the AI system will flag a red flag to the faculty member, and there is a chance that your examination can be stopped. Once the student finish this exam, they can the exam automatically submit and goes to the concerned faculty member, which he or she can review and submit for the higher things. So we have used a couple of platforms. For example, my university itself used Mercer Melt proctoring system, but there are many proctoring system which could be used. And I believe I request all the PGRI institutions to at least start incorporating this technology in your classrooms and in your university. I, as being a part of the technology, very happy to support all PGRI if somebody wants to incorporate such technologies in their university. So the AI, as I say that, what is the benefit of this when we use AI in the personalized way of the education system? First, it reduces the time, it reduces the effort, as well as I give you a very important data here. By just reducing pen and paper exams in our university, we save 80,000 trees in a year. So because each and every, we have a 16,000 student which goes with multiple of exams in a year, right? And for that exam, they need a paper. The paper we need to store and then that's a lot of wastage of the natural resources. The paper comes from the tree. So to reduce that things, we incorporate AI, and it's give a very sustainable support to my institution, and we save a lot of green trees. Other thing is important that when there is a less human involvement, there's a less chance of error in the proctoring system or any system. So this could be the one example which the PGRI can opt from us, and we are very happy to support the PGRI on implementing any of AI-driven proctoring tool in their examination centers. Number two, the AR and VR, that means augmented reality and virtual reality immersive learning by the use of AI. I believe a lot of institutions in Indonesia also using this methodology, where most of the medical students, most of the engineering students, instead of having a big labs or getting a things for the practice, there is a virtual world which they can use and they can practice the real time experience to the students. So for example, if a medical student has to learn how to do an eye surgery, so for instead of bringing on a live thing for him, and there where there is a chances of error, the technology gives him, the students, a virtual world where he or she can actually practice the eye surgery. And if on that virtual world student did any mistake, the artificial intelligence will guide them immediately that what kind of mistake they did and how to solve those things. So which again gives a student a chance to learn as per their requirement, learn as per their understanding. There is no push, so which makes the education or the learning more easy for the Gen Z. There are a lot of common platforms, but I think OSSO VR, which is a very common in Asia, where people are using this platform for especially for medical students. We also use the similar kind of platform, but that what we generally use for delivering the online subjects to some specific environment and sustainability related subject. Let's talk about the third form, which is, of course, the social platform or the hybrid flexible models of the education. Um, the COVID realizes that the traditional way of education system is not going to work in the future. COVID pushed the higher education institution around the world to incorporate the technology in the classrooms. Uh, from where, even though my university also start investing heavily on artificial intelligence and the infrastructure which is required, and as an outcome, there are a lot of common platform which we are using in our university, like Alex and Smart Sparrow and so on, where the students can use a hybrid model of learning. The hybrid model of learning is such a way where they can sometimes have a one-to-one interaction with the faculty, and sometimes they can pace their learning on the base by the using of technology in their comfort zone. The student in such situation can learn 24 by 7. The learning material is available 24 by 7. So there is no student who can left behind because they cannot pace with the other student while they are in the classroom. Same time, it gives them a flexibility to the faculty member to focus more on the creative sessions as well as the creative learning programs for the students, because most of the tiring work which faculty members generally do are covered by the AI systems, and this hybrid model helps them to make the thing solve. The best part of the hybrid model or using the technology in this, as I say earlier also, is that it's personalized your learning method, it's personalizing the speed of your learning process. Another important factor bringing the technology in the classrooms or in the higher education is the data. As we all know, data is the new fuel of the new world. If you don't have a data, it's very hard for you to take a correct and important decisions on time. So the AI just helps you to collect the data in a very professional manner, and whenever you require, the data is ready for you to, uh, of course, to solve your problems or taking your challenge. So, for example, if you are teaching in a classrooms and you are teaching from last 4 weeks, if you use AI as a platform, The AI in 4 weeks tells you that every week when you are teaching to the student, the interest of a student is going down. So the AI detects that after 4 weeks, if 50% people are interested in your session, now it becomes to 18%, which gives an idea to a dean or vice rector that there is some problem in the methodology of the teaching. Instead of waiting for the student to complete the session, the AI detects that student is not interested in the methodology of the teaching, and it automatically reduces the time for the student to complete the session.
Sebentar ya Bapak Ibu ya, sepertinya para aku lost connection nih.
So sorry, I think I disconnect.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
you can
using
confirm.
airport thing, so please pardon me if it's disconnected. All right. So the another important factor which most of the higher education institutions is talking about, the ethics and the equity as well as the fair access of artificial intelligence in the education. For example, in Indonesia, most of the PGRIs will definitely gonna raise a question that what about the digital divide? Some students have good internet connectivity, some students have good laptops and mobile. So if we are focusing AI highly on education system, this digital divide could create a problem. So there are certain factors when we as a policymaker, we as an education sector people are still discussing and talking and trying to solve it out. For example, as I say, how could be the fair access of artificial intelligence for all the students? How are we going to give a perfect AI things to a students who's not having a proper internet connectivity, or his house is not having electricity, he is not having a proper technology gadgets to come up? There is also important that how we going to make our faculty member ready to teach AI as an important things in their classrooms. How we going to make our university ready to incorporate artificial intelligence in the classroom? Do we our university has proper infrastructure or financial support to incorporate? Same thing, data privacy, which is very important. How during the use of AI in the classrooms and in the teaching, the privacy of a data of faculties, student as well as university can be captive. And last, how the is there is a chance that AI can be a bias towards human decisions. For example, is it a chance that if I ask any human centric question from a chat GPT, will it be the answer comes in a form of the requirement of human being, or is the answer is a machine learning answer? So these are few things which I believe most of the institutions are working, including us. And I firmly believe that the conference like this probably gives more chances to have a dialogue and solve the problem. So there are a lot of collaborative platform which I was talking about. There is a peer-to-peer learning, which people generally say is not possible in AI, but I believe it's more easy in AI because of the using of technology. The perfect example is right now we are talking, even though I'm in another country, and talking to you people using one of the platform of the social media and sharing my interest and about the topic, and same time you could share your interest about the topic while just using a technology. So of course the social platforms are very important. Let's take an Indonesia as a case study. I try to learn. So if I'm wrong somewhere, please correct me. While I was checking the Indonesia on these three factors, I found it very interesting that Indonesia is really doing good. I should congratulate all Indonesians, especially to the PGRI people. Uh, for example, I just checked that this Merdeka Belazar is initiative by the higher education ministers is amazing to incorporate the technology in the education systems. I try to cover up the background first, although it's not important for you, but for people like us, Indonesia is a land of 17,000 island where the education sector is divided into different places. There is a lot of island where the connectivity of technology is not as good as in Jakarta and other places, which create a lot of challenges for, or there is a which create a digital divide amongst between the urban and rural areas of Indonesia. So to address this, I believe the Indonesian government have launched the Merdeka program that is called Freedom to Learn, which is, I believe, is perfectly on the time when Indonesia is actually struggling with how to incorporate the technologies in their education system. With the first point, if I see Merdeka, that how AI is actually personalized in the education system of Indonesia, I find that the platform like Spada and Campus Merdeka, which was a real-time performance tracking, learning analytical tool, which is incorporating in most of the state universities in Indonesia. There is also very customized learning programs run by the different institutions in Indonesia. I believe there is one university in Yogyakarta which has a very personalized hybrid programs which they are using by the use of AI in their classrooms. And there is a very good data reflection that while incorporating the Spada and Merdeka in the real-time performance system, the retention rate of students in the university and classrooms are increased, which reflect that the program which is launched by the Indonesian government has a very good impact, especially when they incorporate AI to considering it as tailoring the education system of Indonesia. The number two factors, uh, which is more focusing on how this Spada and the campus Merdeka is used. There are certain university which I believe one of the public university in Java, which is using a LMS based analytics to identify the student risk and recommendation for academic support. So, which I believe again in a perfect example where this public university in Java use the LMS systems to flag the student interest. If there is a low engagement, the LMS will immediately tell the faculty members and to the higher management that in particular class, the students are not feeling connected with the subject, and there is a chance for a policymaker in that university to immediately take some action. The hybrid and flexible model, I believe many institutions in Indonesia is already incorporating it. They are correcting online lectures for them. There's also a chances where they can have online modules and they submit that online modules to their faculty without going to the campus, which gives me a very perfect idea that I believe the Kalimanjaro island very recently, and I found that there is no university there. So just assume a student from that island, he wants to study the best institution in Indonesia but cannot afford. This hybrid model can help them while sitting in the island to study a subject from the best professor of Indonesia who is in Jakarta. That's the beauty about this technology. That will reduce the gap of learning and make the pace of learning in whole Indonesia in the same way.
Prof, sorry to interrupt. Your time is only 1 minute left.
Okay, I'll try to be finishing that. And there is a VR and AR simulation tools, which is already using in Yogyakarta University, especially understanding the earthquake systems and the other systems, which is again an example of incorporating technology. There's a data-driven resources like national data systems in higher education used by Indonesian government to take a decision. But there are certain challenges which Indonesia is facing. Number one is I found personally that there is a need of improvement to train the faculty member to use ethical way of artificial intelligence in the classroom. There's also very highly need of developing an infrastructure in the classrooms so that the teacher and the students can use technology for a betterment of their learning. And the last, there is a high involvement that before incorporating this, all the important stakeholders of the education system should come together and then build the technology as an opportunity to improve the learning process. So the key takeaway for me is, of course, Indonesia at a moment is doing really good, but to speed up in the process of growth and having a competition with the neighboring countries like Singapore, Malaysia, and China, there is a high need of every stakeholder should involve as well as incorporating, giving their 100%. So thank you very much for your time. I believe I'm good to take any Q&A if there is.
All right. Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Rahul Bandari. Yeah. Yeah, even though you are in airport, but you happen to make it happen for today's keynote speaker. Thank you. We appreciate that. So, Professor, here we have questions for you in the chat box already. Thank you. The first one from participants, Ibu Rita. Dr. Rahul, you highlighted sustainability and inclusivity. How can AI help reduce educational inequality rather than widen the digital divide?
Yeah, that's, I think, one of the challenging questions, not only right now in this conference, but for the
Mm-hmm.
most of the policymaker. One
Mm-hmm.
side where technology is very important, technology is helping to reduce the inequality. Like I give you an example of Kalimanjaro Island, but at the same time, there is again a problem of there is this technology probably bringing in a digital divide more in terms of, for example, a student in Kalimanjaro can take a lecture from a Jakarta without going in Jakarta. But what is the problem when there is an electricity problem there? Their electricity reserves are very less. What is the problem if they don't have laptop and something? So yes, there is these things that cannot be solved by you and me. That thing can only solve by the government of the countries. So the government need to make sure that every student who are a learner have the proper support financially, training wise or otherwise, so that this digital divide can be lessened. So at a moment, being very honest, most of the higher education, including my institution in India, where we believe we are less digital divide, we are also struggling the same because we have a people from a rural part which sometimes have a challenges with the internet connectivity as well as the best device which they needed to the learning. So this, I think we all need to work, and this could be the area of research which I personally want to do with PGRI, that how we can use technology to remove the inequality, but same time focusing in the digital divide factors.
All right, very insightful. Thank you so much. And then you also not only show us about the comparison in India and Indonesia. It's really eye-opening. Okay. Now we want to
Can I
have
take
one more.
only one more question because now I have to go. I have a flight.
Okay, one last. So one question from Bapak Amin Silalahi. AI is providing blah blah blah, but I will make it short actually. So he was asking about, do you think easy access to AI generated information without proper interpretive skills can create challenges in academic use?
Okay, again, I mean, I'm happy to see that people are addressing the right question now, which is showing they are doing really good. Yes, so there is a problem. There isn't a problem of using technology on an ethical way. That's what my last slide was talking about, the challenge. We need to train not only to the faculty member or students, but even though the institution and the government, that in which capacity technology should be used in an ethical way, so that the traditional learning system should not be impacted. So that's required a lot of training. That's required a conference like this where expert comes, share their experience, and that's what we required, that institutions like PGRI to take those input and incorporate in each of their institution. There is a high need of a training. Most of us, even though not aware about what challenges AI can bring when it's 100% incorporated in the classrooms. So that need to be addressed, and that need to be addressed while all the stakeholder of the institutions comes together.
All right. Thank you so much. On behalf of the ICDESS 2025 organizing committee, we are honored to present a virtual certificate of appreciation to Professor Dr. Rahul Bandari. We invited the chairman of this conference, Bapak Dendi Zainuddin. Yeah, for his outstanding contribution as a keynote speaker. Thank you very much, Professor Rahul Bandari. We
Terima kasih,
appreciate your
Ibu.
time.
Thank you very much. Terima kasih, Indonesia.
Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my role as moderator for the first two keynote sessions. It is now my great honor to officially hand over the next session to the second moderator, who is also the chair of this ICDESS 2025 organizing committee. Please welcome Mr. Dendi Zainuddin Hamidi, STMT, chair of ICDESS 2025, who will guide the following keynote speech and the invited session. Thank you very much for your kind attention. I wish you all a productive, engaging, and inspiring continuation of ICDESS 2025. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Bu Mega. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the plenary session of Third International Conference on Digital Education and Social Science, ICDESS 2025. My name is Dendi Zainul Hamidi, and it is my pleasure to be your moderator for the next two keynote sessions. We will explore the two diverse yet equally fascinating topics, from educational design in Nigeria to social network analysis in Indonesia. Distinguished participant, it is a great honor to introduce our first keynote speaker for this afternoon, Professor Dr. Olabode Adewoye. Professor Adewoye is a distinguished scholar with a PhD in mathematics from the University of Ibadan and a PhD in computer science from the University of Lagos. Currently, he serves as a chief lecturer in the Department of Mathematics at Yaba College of Technology, Nigeria, and is the vice president of the Institute of Operational Research and Management Science, Nigeria. His extensive career includes being a visiting lecturer at Vilnius University in Lithuania. Today, he will share his expertise on a topic titled Leveraging Digital Technology for Impactful Educational Design. Professor Adewoye, we are very interested to learn how digital technology can be intentionally leveraged to create more impactful and inclusive educational designs in this 21st century. So, Professor Adewoye, the floor is yours, Prof. Please welcome Professor Adewoye.
Professor, please open your microphone. Okay. Can you please?
Okay,
Yes.
can you hear me
okay.
now?
Yes, you're audible now. Please,
Okay,
Professor.
okay. Thank you. Hello to everybody. Without wasting time, I will quickly manage the 20 minutes given to me. Greetings from Nigeria. The topic is leveraging digital technology for impactful educational design. Okay, so we want to go through this, understanding educational design in the digital age, the role of digital technology in impactful learning, operations research, its role in digital technology and educational design, designing impactful education with digital tools, challenge in leveraging digital technology, the future of digital educational design, and then conclusion. So, yes, education in the 21st century is undergoing a profound transformation driven by rapid advancement in digital technology. The traditional method of teaching that is limited with classroom and printed material, they are now complemented and often enhanced by digital tools that expand access, personalized learning, and foster creativity. Intentionally integrating these tools to improve learning outcome, engagement, and relevance. So, example of a digital technology, we have a digital smartphone, we have computer, we have AI smart classroom, streaming conferences, seminar, workshop, and this one that we're using, the Zoom, and then the processing of data. These are just some of example of digital technology. Education design refers to the structure planning of learning experience, including the objectives, the content. What is the content? What's going to be the content of the design? What's going to be the content of the design? What and what do. Then the instrument method, instructional method, that is the lecturers, the teachers, the material, the textbooks, the content that will be, how would this content be delivered? Then assessment, how do you mark the test, the exam, online and all the rest. Then the environment, the school environment, the classrooms, the sitting arrangement and all these other things are part of what we need to do in educational design. In this digital age, the design process must consider how technology influences the way the learner accesses information, how technology interacts with content, and demonstrate understanding. It involves taking advantage of interactive multimedia, like even this Zoom method now, and then data-driven insights and AI. If you look at this picture, the first one there with, you see that's a conventional chalkboard, the chalk where you have to use the board and then to give your lecture, and then you write the teacher, the student copy note from the board. The second one, you see the teachers and asking using chalkboard to asking the students question, the student raising up their hands to ask the teacher questions. And the third one is also a chalkboard. The fourth picture there is a classroom that use marker board, the ink board. Yeah, this is an example of a smart classroom. This is a class, you can see the sitting arrangement. It looks like you are in a restaurant, but whereas it's a classroom, it's a smart classroom, and then the sitting look like you are in a restaurant. So I'm the one sitting there. This is University of Leeds, 2025. Yeah, this is another smart classroom, also at the University of Leeds. You can see the smart TV, that's 4 hang there. And then each circle of chair, I think about 6 chairs, has another smart TV. Each sitting arrangement of chairs has a smart TV. And then as a presenter, you can see you are you're in a lab. And then you have these 4 smart TV hang up there. It's an example of a smart classroom at the University of Leeds. This is another smart classroom, also at the University of Leeds. You can see the screen there. Instead of using projector, you can actually use this system to do all your presentation, and then people can connect anywhere. You can, as a lecturer, you can make your presentation from anywhere in the world, and then the students that are physically present can also be there, and then both those that are physical and those that are online can interact with the presenter, and then they can ask questions, they can make contribution. It's a giant screen, and then there are some screens that are bigger than that. Yeah, this is the environment, apart from, this is also University of Leeds, where, after giving your lecture, or students after reviewing some lecture can come and relax and can still sit down and get connected with their smartphone to the lecture that is going on, and then can still take some coffee. This is not a restaurant, but it's part of the design for the classrooms that you can come and relax if you just want to change the environment and you don't want to be in the same class that with other people. So it's flexible and blended learning. You can, but it's part of the design. And then this is in Dimsu, Philippines, where the PhD students can actually make their presentation. And then if the external assessor will not be available physically, the external assessor can be in any country, and then the student with the head of department will be in the university, and then the student can go through the examination, like normal examination, PhD examination. So these are simplified learning. So in this digital age, the design process must consider how technology influences the way learners access information, interact with the content, and demonstrate understanding. Digital education design moves beyond simply transferring traditional lesson online. It involves rethinking pedagogy to take advantage of the interactivity, which, like what we're doing now, multimedia and data-driven insight and AI. So effective digital education design align with technology, with learning goal. All this make it better. Because of time, let me jump some so I can finish on time. Now, the role of digital technology in impacting educational design. Digital technology plays several roles in creating impactful educational experience. It enhances accessibility and inclusion, like what we're doing now. Coming to Indonesia, I've been to Indonesia several times. I've been to Semarang. I've been to Medan regularly. There's a Professor Eman in Usu. I am a regular visitor. I'm supposed to be there this year, November, for Professor Eman's, they call it a Simantap, but I couldn't come. So it enhances accessibility and inclusion, personalized and adaptive learning, interactive and engaged learning experience, collaboration, and communication. If the time will permit me, maybe I can just talk about the enhancing accessibility and inclusion and jump the other to save time. And accessibility and inclusion, it allows learners from diverse backgrounds to access quality education. It allows online courses. It encourages mobile learning application. It encourages open education resources, which enables students in remote area or area that are undeserved, like rural area, to participate in learning opportunity that are previously out of reach. Assertive technologies such as the screen reader, caption, adaptive interface also support learner with disability, prompting inclusion. So I will jump the other one, so I don't want to spend more than the 20 minutes allocated to me. So so you have the adaptive learning, analyze the performance and tailor content. The approach helps students to master concepts at the speed of their own. We have some slow learner, we have some fast learner. It reduces learning gaps, and it increases motivation by providing relevant and timely feedback. Okay, yeah. You see, this the interactive and engaging learning experience. You look at this. I said that this method helps learner visualize complex concepts. Normally we talk about 3D. 3D means 3-dimensional. 4D is 4-dimensional. 5D is 5-dimensional. In mathematics, we normally talk about n-dimensional. But if you want to physically represent object or space, we normally talk about, like the moon, the planet, anything that is suspended. Mathematically, we know that it's in 3-dimensional space. And so if you now want to talk about 4-dimensional, it means you will looking at a space where you have like two cube, or you call it cuboid. I don't know whether you understand cuboid. Cuboid is like, okay, well, a cube, where you have a square that have, how many sizes? That 8 sides. So when you have two of such a square of 8 sides, you know, and then you now have 2 of it combined together. That is 4D. You can now imagine how 5D will look like, or how 6D will look like. It's so complex that to represent them physically are actually impossible, but with the computer made it to be possible. So practice real world scenario, you know, you can do that all through this interactive and engaged learning experience. So collaboration and communication. So video conferencing like we're doing now, shared document, social platform, learner can work together on projects, they can exchange ideas and so on. And so teamwork is possible, you know. So digital technology is actually very useful in this educational design. So designing impactful education with digital tools, when you are designing, it must be learner-centered design. It must align with the learning objective. Blended and flexible learning, meaning that you can have some as physical, you can have some as online, and then the student can attend lectures at their own pace, compared to the conventional physical attendance of classroom. You know, combining face-to-face instruction with online components allow for flexible and maximize the strength of both approach. Blended learning support diverse learning preference and optimize instructional time. Yes. OR, what is operational research? This is my own key area. You know, operational research is an exciting area of mathematics that combines mathematics, statistics, computer with other area to solve real-life problems. The objective of operational research is optimization. How do I maximize my profit or minimize my cost or any other measure of effectiveness? How can we make a country to be better? How do we make our school to be better? How do we make school to be better? How do we make students to gain in lecture? How do we increase performance in exam? How do we make school to be acceptable? All these things. How do we make the currency of a country to be stronger? So that is maximizing, profit maximization. And how do you reduce costs and all the rest? So these are some of the other terms that is used for operational research. If you hear management science, it's operational research, decision science, quantitative analysis, you know, project management, system improvement science, which I'm going to dwell in now. Yeah. So in short form, I said OR is role in this digital technology and educational design. I said OR is equals to SIS. That is system improvement science. Every system needs improvement. You saw when I showed the picture, you know, from a blackboard classroom to the marker board to the, what do you call it now, projector, now to the smart screen classroom, you know, so everything needs improvement. What operational research does is that at whatever level that you are, you still need to improve. Otherwise, the system will just remain the same. So you need system improvement. System improvement. So yes, okay, good. So OR means system improvement science. Yes, okay. So what are the challenges? As good as digital technology is, as good as digital technology is, as good as it is, it still has some challenges. Like as I'm talking now, you know, there's no electricity. Unfortunately, my generator, the alternative power source that I have, just collapsed. And then I had to set up the second one now. So, and it's also one of the reasons why I'm rushing. But the alternative source is fine now, so I can relax now. Yes. Dr. Dendi, I hope I'm not too fast. Dr. Dendi, I hope I'm not too fast.
2 minutes, Prof.
Oh, I'm saying whether I'm too fast. Okay, yeah, okay. No, okay, all right. So challenges in leveraging digital technology. We have limited infrastructure. We have unreliable internet access, lack of digital literacy, cyber security, as you can see on the screen there. So the future of digital educational design. So technology will continue to evolve, you know. The future of educational design is likely to incorporate artificial intelligence, immerse technology more deeply. However, the human element, that is the teacher, the mentor, the supervisor, the instructional designer, cannot be removed. No matter how the level we'll get to, we'll still need teachers, we'll still need mentors, we need supervisor, and this educational designer. They will remain central to guiding learner and ensuring that technology serves educational value and goals. In conclusion, leveraging digital technology for impactful educational design is not about replacing traditional education, but it's about enhancing it. When aligned with sound pedagogical principle, digital tools can increase access, it can increase engagement, and then it can increase effectiveness in learning. OR, which is called operational research, it will improve digital technology because OR is system improvement science. And by thoughtfully integrating technology into educational design, educator can curate meaningful learning experience that prepare the learners for the demand of rapidly changing digitally driven world. Now, this was Dutch, Netherlands. I say, is this possible? I was in Netherlands and I was in I was in so many countries in part of Europe, and then we've seen autonomous car, a car that there's no driver, a taxi that there's no driver, Uber that they call it Grab in Indonesia, Grab without driver, but in Indonesia you still use driver. But in some of these developed countries in Europe, we have taxis that are without drivers. We have train, that is metro train line that are without driver. That I saw in Denmark, no driver, driving so many underground train. But here we have bicycle. Can bicycle work as autonomous and be used for delivery and all the rest? Let's look at it for 30 seconds for this video and listen.
Dutch cycle more than any other nation, almost 900 kilometers per person. That also means thousands of bike-related injuries. Now imagine that we can make biking safer, smarter, and easier by applying self-driving technology on bike. Use self-driving bike to figure out where it is, what will happen next. What should you do? Google's expertise in self-driving cars, but we have to adapt the technology to work on a bike. We decided to add 2 additional features. First, you can request the bike to pick you up wherever you are, and a comfort mode, adjusting the pedals to a perfect destination. I think the self-riding bike could really give a boost to the economy because people could also work on the bicycle. You work in your office, you work in your home, you work in your car. You can even work on your bike. Oh, it's so much more time. My kids love it. They're just free. They can go anywhere they want, anytime they want. It's amazing.
Educators probably feel that this is the biggest invention since the invention of the bicycle itself.
At Google, we always put our users first. With the launch of this bike, we believe we do that again.
Thank you. Terima kasih. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Professor Adewoye. for such an enlightening presentation. You have highlighted the importance of the role of operation research within the fields of digital technology and educational design, which is very relevant to our theme this year. We will now move to the question and answer session. Given the importance of this topic, I invite the audience to ask questions. Please use the raise hand feature or type your questions in the chat box. To ensure everyone has a chance, please keep your questions concise. Okay, any question? Professor, we have an
Yes.
interesting question from the chat box.
Okay.
Mr. Amin Silalahi asking about how do you evaluate the affective domain and psychomotor domain after implementing digital technology learning in your university? Please.
Okay. The best way to assess whether your system is working or not is to ask the user, the students, or those that are using the facility, the staff, and ask through questionnaire to design what is this technology, is it effective? And then from the information, from the response, you'll be able to ascertain whether there is an improvement in the system or not. Of course, we must also know that when you introduce new system, it may not be immediately acceptable to everybody because of some limitations. You know, like I just talked about now, some people may have, maybe those that stayed in rural area, they may not have access to electricity or internet facility, and then they may not accept immediately such introduction, like maybe online lecture or online presentation. But over time or with time, everybody will tend to flow because the technology does not wait for anybody. If we, you know, before now, before the smartphone, this big screen smartphone, I mean, smart television, it was projector that they were, they introduced projector. Then later, remote control projector. Now, the technology of projector now is now obsolete. Now, everywhere, like this University of Leeds in United Kingdom, all the projectors have been removed. No single projector again, except maybe for purpose of a museum, for history, that we once used a projector in this university. They've changed all the blackboard to screen, and then some screen that are still used are multimedia screen. They are like white marker board, but they are multimedia. So, but to answer the question is that the user are the ones that will assess whether the new digital technology introduced to the school or to the system are contributing positively or not. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Professor Adebaye, for the insightful answer. And then, participant, any question? We have time for one last question. Okay, maybe from me, allow me to ask question, Professor.
Okay.
Okay. You mentioned that digital technology should not replace traditional education, but enhance it. How can we best train teachers who are used to traditional methods to embrace this enhancement without feeling overwhelmed?
Yes, thank you. You know, it's not, there's no way we can do away with, like I said, the instructor, the teachers, the whatever. We cannot do away with them. No amount of development in technology that that will take away the teacher, the part of the old traditional method. So the teacher, the staff needs to develop themselves. Yes, it needs to develop themselves. You know, when issue of Zoom came up, I think it was the COVID-19 that actually encourages, promotes this online or virtual learning and virtual lectures or teaching or whatever. So most people, especially the elderly ones, they find it difficult to adapt to the new set reality. But now, everybody must just change and follow. So self-development, and then the school must also, time to time, train the staff so that as the technology evolves, as the technology changes, the lecturers and then the instructors can also develop so that everybody will move at the same pace. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Adewoye, for an enlightening answer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have had a very productive discussion, but we have reached the end of the session. To summarize Professor Adewoye's insightful session, he emphasized that digital technology is not merely a support mechanism, but a powerful driver for inclusive and personalized education in this century. The key takeaway is that digital tools should not replace the traditional education, but rather enhance it through sound pedagogical principle and the strategic application of operation research. This approach ensures that we prepare learners effectively for our rapidly changing digitally driven world. Once again, we would like to express our deepest gratitude to Professor Dr. Olabode Adewoye for sharing his valuable time and insight with us today. It has been an honor to have you with us, Professor. Let's give a virtual round of applause for our keynote speaker. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Terima kasih. Terima kasih.
Sama-sama, Professor.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our next distinguished speaker, we have Dr. Firdaus. Dr. Firdaus is an associate professor and currently the head of the Department of Sociology Education at Universitas PGRI Sumatera Barat, Indonesia. He earned his PhD in Sociology from Universitas Indonesia in 2021 and is a prestigious LPDP awardee. His research is deeply focused on the sociology of tourism, particularly rural tourism development. In this conference, he will be presenting his research titled Measuring Actors' Network in Tourism Destination Development, an empirical application based on social network analysis approach. Dr. Firdaus, the floor is yours for the next 20 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dendi. Thank you, Pak Dendi.
You are welcome, Dr. Firdaus.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I think I am the last speaker for this conference. And I would like to introduce myself. And Mr. Dendi mentioned it. Mentioned it is. My name is Firdaus. I come from Department of Sociology Education, Universitas PGRI Sumatera Barat. For this session, I preparing my presentation not more than 10 minutes because our time is not so much for this conference. Let me share my PPT. Please wait a moment. Okay. For this session, I will talk to about measuring actor network in tourism destination development. This is not about education, but it is about how to use the software on empirical research. So this topic is an empirical application based on social network analysis approach. This presentation will be discuss about how to measuring actor network in tourism destination development by using GEPI as software. This is one of a tool to measuring and displaying network actor and the statistical network for our research. Based on empirical research or systematic literature review. At the first, the background of this research is the growth of tourism village in Indonesia. In recent years, we see on March 2024, the last is 1900 village tourism, and on March 2025, this is growth until 600 village tourism. And this is the detail of the tourism village in Indonesia. In cluster Mandiri or independent is 34 village tourism, and maju or advance is 300, and berkembang or developing this 9900, and rintisan or pioneer is 408 4,800 village tourism, and this is surprisingly to be to support the development of tourism in Indonesia. And so the growth of village tourism in Indonesia given an impact, socio-economic impact, such as improving the local economy, provide employment opportunities for the local economy, increase per capita in income, and improve social cohesion and age. And this impact is suggest the develop of village tourism everywhere in Indonesia. And for the election of 2024, the last years, almost all of calon kepala daerah Cakada make tourism as a their vision. So it is maybe will be a great issue in every region in Indonesia. And also we know the development of tourism destination is require multiple actors who support each other. And so because this required multiple actors, the connecting between actor is the connecting of multiple actors is requirement for support the development of tourism destination. So for this reason, I use the social network analysis approach. Social network analysis is a means of method for relational analysis, which is focus of sociological studies. the main issue or social network analysis is contact, tease, and link. The contact of actor, tease of the actor, and link of actor. And this is will give us the visualization of actor and their connection each other. And social network analysis also is a tool used together and analyze data to explain the degree to which network actor connect to one another and the structural makeup of collaborative relationship. In sociological paradigm, the actor is the most important thing on development process. So for this reason, in paradigm of social action, the actor is the viewpoint in sociological perspective. So the social network analysis is analyze the actor on social action paradigm in sociology. Now, why we use social network analysis? There is three reasons to use the social network analysis to analyzing the actor on process tourism destination for the fish. This is a sophisticated tool for network analysis. SNA is considered as the scientific equivalent of link analysis. And for second, SNA is structural network measurement. This is mathematical computation result in structural network measurement. And the last is detecting and interpreting pattern of social ties. One of the main purposes of social network analysis is to detect and interpret pattern of social ties among actors and to identify the impact, the benefit or constraint of the social structure. This is the most important thing on our analysis to measure the actor network in process of tourism destination development. Now, this is the index of social network analysis. In social network analysis, there is two main issue that was our view. The first is density of network, and the second is centrality of network. The density of network is the number and characteristic of network between actor, and the centrality of network. There is three main type. The first is degree centrality. Second is between centrality, and third is closeness centrality. The degree centrality is an overview of the number of relationship between actor and their influence on flow within the network. And between centrality is measuring the potential of actor who can mediate to regulate other actor in the network. And closeness centrality is the distance between one node and another node in the network. The actor who hold the degree centrality, the high degree centrality is have potential to be greater power as a driver on process of development. And the actor with have between hold the between centrality. The actor have more as a bridge nodes is the greater have potential as mediator of ties among the actor, and the actor in with closeness centrality, with high closeness centrality is one he or she has high closeness. This actor is potential to connect the actor to another actor. So this is two main view that we we measure on social network analysis on measuring network actor in destination tourism destination development. Nah, for to measure the network of actor, we use JP software. This is a software. Every software to graphical and network analysis. JP provide tool for analyzing and displaying graphical and visual network data. And positively, this is software is free. This software is free for everyone and can download at jp.org desktop. This software can be used in both of PC, Windows, or Apple. So this is the software, the powerful software to measure the social network analysis. Nah, as empirical studies, the research setting is conducted at Desa Wisata Silungkang also, Sawah Lunto City, a region in West Sumatra. To raise the Silungkang also, we need to drive from Kota Padang, the capital city of West Sumatra, and this is for long time ago. This is the mining city, the Ombilin mining for batubara. I think this is black gold, yeah, for Indonesia. This city was transformed for mining city to tourism city since last to 2000 in year of 2000. And the icon of Desa Wisata Sulungkang also is the Mudiak Luga swimming pool as the Mudiak Luga swimming pool. This is not as like a swimming pool in hotel, but a beach for swim for everyone, for children, and particularly is for family recreation. And data on this research collected through in this interview we did with 14 informant that involved in process of Desa Wisata Silungkang also tourism. And then data was analyzed with GV software as mentioned above. Now this is the result. The result this is the actor network. The most important actor in the process of tourism destination is Pok Darwis Panorama. This is a group of community group that involved in process of tourism destination development. With cooperating with village government, the Pok Darwis was together work with BPBD, BPD, LPMD, Disparpora, and each such as the pedagang seblak, pedagang bakso, and so many actors to develop the swimming pool Mudiak Luga swimming pool. And this is the visualization of network from GP. And for the statistical data, we can see the network indicators. Port Darwis hold the most higher degree centrality with 11 points, and closeness centrality with 0.77 point, and between centrality hold 72 point. After Port Darwis Panorama, the most important actor is government village governments. And this is normally because this is the Silungkang also is desa wisata. The program, the Indonesian program to suggest and to suggest the development of tourism in Indonesia since 2021 ago. And another actor is hold not too high with 2 points, 1 point, and H. And this is actor network is all of actor that involved in development of tourism destination in Silungkang also. And surprisingly, in Port Darwis Panorama, we can identifying not so much actors, but around 12 actors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Jadi 12 actor was involved in and personal as personal to being a member group of Port Darwis Panorama. And the main actor on this community is RM. With degree centrality 7 and closeness centrality 0.6 and H, and between centrality is 23. And the type of ties in this group is family. We can see in line in green line. In green line, this is this one, and in this one is family ties between the actor. RM and SB, and SH and NY is have family ties each other. And the second types of ties is friendship. This is
Dr. Firdaus, sorry for bothering you. You have 2 minutes remaining.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dendi. And the friendship ties is can we see on blue line is close friend, and orange line is college on their work. So this is we call as internal network of actors. Nah, for the conclusion, for this discussion, we bring out this discussion from the sociologist Mark Granovetter. Mark Granovetter state victims are often more valuable for new information and opportunity strong ties because they bridge different social circle, offering diverse perspective with strong ties of redundant information. Based on our data, both of strong and weak ties has worked together on the process of tourism destination development. So, strong ties has bounded the member of Port Darwis with type of ties is family and friendship, and weak ties has bridged the Port Darwis with different circle to support each other in developing the Mudiak Luga swimming pool. So for the conclusion of this empirical evidence from swimming pool of Mudiak Luga is both of strength and weakness is work together to support the development of tourism destination. So this is for close our presentation. Thank you, Mr. Dendi.
Thank you very much, Dr. Firdaus, for your such an enlightening presentation. We will now move to the question and answer session. Given the importance of this topic, I invite the audience to ask questions. Please use the raise hand feature or type your question in the chat box. To ensure everyone has a chance, please keep your question concise. Any question, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, while we wait question from participant, allow me to ask question, Dr. Firdaus.
Okay.
According to your findings highlight Pok Darwis as the main actor in tourism development. Based on your social network analysis, how can digital platform strengthen the ties between Pok Darwis and external business actors? Okay, my question is, your findings highlight Pok Darwis as the main actor in tourism development. Based on your social network analysis, how can digital platforms strengthen the ties between Pok Darwis and external business actors? That's the answer, the question, sir.
I'm sorry, I lost your question. Please repeat this question, Mr. Dendi.
Based on your social network analysis, how can digital platforms strengthen the ties between Pok Darwis and external business actors?
Okay. The digital transform for this issue is not work, but this research is use the digital software to analyze data to analyzing the research data. So we input the each actor to our database, and then we put the connection between actor and another actor, and after that we can summarize with the platform with the software to display the summarize of data, and we can get the statistical data also. So this is about how to use the software to analyzing data, not about the digital platform to improve the strategies, the strategy of tourism development destination, Mr. Dendi.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Firdaus, for the insightful answer. Now, we have an interesting question from the chat box, Dr. Firdaus.
Okay.
Ibu Hatijah AA Tambengi is asking about how can social analysis understand the development of tourism strategies? That's the question. Please, Dr. Firdaus.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dendi. Thank you, Ibu Hatijah Tambengi, for the question. Social networks analysis is a tool to identifying actor and network among actor. When we identify the actor on the process of tourism destination development, we can play the strategy how to use their power, the network power, because the network in sociological perspective is one of the chapter of social capital. This is a capital that we can use to improve the process of tourism destination development. When the network is higher and large, this is higher and large of social capital. And when social capital is good, this is too easy to make the development program, not only for tourism, the tourism development, but also all of development, social development. That is my answer, Ibu Hatijah. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Firdaus, Ibu Hatijah, and other participants. We had a very interesting discussion, but we have reached the end of the session. In conclusion, Dr. Firdaus' presentation provided a clear empirical view of how social network analysis can map the complex relationship in tourism development. His findings highlight that the success of a tourism destination heavily relies on the strength of the main actor, in this case, Spock Darwis, and their ability to balance strong internal family ties with broad external networks involving government and business sectors. This digital approach to sociology offers a vital roadmap for sustainable destination growth. Once again, we would like to express our deepest gratitude to Dr. Firdaus for sharing his valuable time and insight with us today. It has been an honor to have you with us, Doc. Let's give a virtual round of applause for our keynote speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, as a token of our deep appreciation for the invaluable insight and share today, we would now like to present certificates of appreciation to our distinguished keynote speakers. I would like to cordially invite the chairperson of API, Professor Dr. Ahmad Bukhari, to virtually present the certificates to Professor Dr. Olabode Adewoye and Dr. Firdaus. Professor Adewoye and Dr. Firdaus, please accept this certificate as a symbol of our gratitude for your outstanding contribution to the Third International Conference on Digital Education and Social Science, ICDESS 2025. To our operator, please assist us with the virtual presentation and perhaps a quick virtual photo session with our speakers and the chairperson. Prof. Bukhari. Okay, operator, please pin the Prof. Bukhari and Prof. Adewoye, and then spotlight ya. Okay, take the photo, please. Prof, itu sudah ya, Prof? Prof, Prof. Adewoye. Prof. Adewoye, please accept this certificate as a symbol of our gratitude for your outstanding contribution to the third ICDESS from Professor Bukhari. Okay, thank you very much, Prof. Adewoye and Prof. Bukhari. Operator, please take the photo. Okay, thank you very much, our keynote speakers and the chairman of API. Thank you very much for all of you.
Thank you, Prof. Olabudi. Nice to meet you.
Okay, let's give a virtual round of applause for our keynote speaker and our chairman of API. Now, everyone, I will now hand the screen back to the master of ceremony. Thank you very much, everybody. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Many thousand thanks to the speaker for the insight, and of course, thousand thanks to the moderator who also organized the discussion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to move into your respective breakout rooms for the next session. So please click the join button, the enter. Mas Fauzi, apakah sudah siap breakout roomnya? Oh, thank you so much. Dear all participants, the breakout rooms are now open. Please find your rooms and join the discussion. Attention to all presenters. Maximum presentation duration is 5 minutes. And also for Q&A session is 2 minutes. And presenter will be delivered in English. A maximum number of PowerPoint slides is just 6 slides. Okay. Now the time to all participants to move to the breakout rooms. Thank you. Pak Fauzi, saya juga bertugas di ruang 11. Gimana ini, Pak? Boleh. Yang jaga main roomnya siapa nih, Pak? Iya, betul. Semua panitia masuk ke room.
Mas
Iya.
Fauzi, jaga main roomnya Mas Fauzi.
Mm-mm.
Mas Fauzi, jaga gawang Mas Fauzi. Ya,
Iya,
sampai semua
Mas,
masuk. Ya,
betul,
Mas Fauzi
betul,
jaga
betul.
gawang.
Mas Fauzi minta tolong ya.
Mungkin yang bertugas di room masing-masing, monggo masuk ke room masing-masing menunggu.
Ya, Prof.
Pak Buhori, harusnya room 10 itu Bu Mega, tapi karena Bu Mega menuju ke bandara, maka diserahkan ke Mas Fauzi. Tapi Mas Fauzi nunggu ini dulu ya, kalau sudah masuk semua. Ini yang ITB ya di Pasuruan harusnya masuk kemana ya? Ji, kurang berapa Ji yang belum masuk ke room Ji? Oke, ya oke. Fauzi di room 10, oke. Oke, ya. Bapak Ibu segera masuk ke room masing-masing. Kalau gitu Mas Fauzi di room 10, silakan. Di room yang tadi tugasnya Bu Mega, silakan. Mas Ri, silakan di sini jaga.
Iya, Pak, terdengar, Pak. Saya dalam negeri, Pak. Sudah, Pak. Kalau diurutkan yang pertama Bu atau Mbak Jessa. Kalau di program booknya, silakan. Kalau Mbak Jessa siap, langsung saja.
Ya, saya siap. Ya, Indonesia. Oh iya. Sure. Apakah sudah terlihat itu?
Sudah.
Ya. Okay, good afternoon everyone. My name is Jessa Putri from the Institute of Technology and Business, Jalan Jombang, and today I would like to present. Oh ya, bentar. Sudah. And today I would like to present my study entitled The Effect of Accounting Information System Adoption on Company Performance and the Moderating Role of Good Corporate Governance. Introduction. The study is motivated by the rapid development of information technology, which encouraged companies to adopt accounting information system to improve data processing quality and decision making. In the maturing factor, the complexity of production process demand the availability of fast, accurate, and integrated information. However, despite the acceleration of digitalization, after COVID-19, the implementation of accounting information system in Indonesia manufacturing firm during 2020 to 2023 is still uneven. Previous previous studies show mixed finding. Some studies find that accounting information system positively affect firm performance, while others indicate that accounting information system does not significantly improve performance without adequate human resource, infrastructure, and corporate governance. This indicates that good corporate governance play an important role as a moderating variable to strengthen the relationship between accounting information system and firm performance. Based on the research background and gap, the study formulates two main research problems. First, does adoption and accounting information system affect the performance of public manufacturing companies in Indonesia? Second, does good corporate governance moderate the effect of accounting information system and on company performance? Methodology. The study employs a quantitative research design and using secondary data from annual report, and the sample consists of 60 manufacturing companies listed on the Indonesian Stock Exchange during the period 2020 to 2023. Company performance is measured using return on asset, while adoption and accounting information system measure using a dummy variable 0 per 1, and good corporate governance measure using managerial ownership, institutional ownership, board of commissioner, and audit committee. And to test the hypothesis, the study applies linear regression analysis and moderate regression analysis to examine the moderating role of good corporate governance. This slide presents the result of moderate regression analysis. Based on the result, the adoption and accounting information system show a statistically significant effect on firm performance, as indicated by a significant value below 5%, although the coefficient is of accounting information system is negative. This indicates that accounting information system and adoption alone may not be sufficient of optimally improve company performance. However, the interaction term between accounting information system and good corporate governance has a positive and significant coefficient. This result indicate that good corporate governance strengthens the relationship between accounting information system and firm performance. In the other word, accounting information system implementation become more effective when supported by strong governance mechanism such as supervision, transparency, and internal control. Therefore, the study confirmed that good corporate governance play an important moderating role in maximizing the impact of accounting information system on firm performance. In this slide, I will explain the main interpretation of the research finding. accounting information system adoption, improve firm performance by enhancing efficiency and information quality. Good corporate governance strengthen the effective of adoption and accounting information system through better monitoring and transparency. A strong governance sector from with strong governance are better able to maximize the benefit of accounting information system implementation. The finding is consist with agency theory, which state the monitoring mechanism are necessary to mitigate agency conflict between management and owners. The conclusion and recommendation. In conclusion, the study find that adoption and accounting information system significantly affect firm performance. However, this impact become more effective when supported by strong good corporate governance. Therefore, accounting information system alone is not sufficient without proper governance mechanism. Based on the findings, companies are encouraged to strengthen their governance practice alongside digital system adoption. Future study may also expand the research by including other sector or additional governance variables. Thank you for the attention.
No.
Yeah. Thank you.
Next 41 tuh Pak Karnadi. Tapi apakah ada di room ini? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Good afternoon, honorable committee and fellow participants. Today, I honor to present our paper titled Relevance of Pragmatism Philosophy in the Development of Indonesian Language Curriculum with Tyler Model. I apologize in advance if there are some mistakes. My English is ability. My English speaking is limited. So background and research problem. The Indonesian context from philosophy to practice. Merdeka Belajar or independent learning policy mandates shift towards student-centered learning. Current challenge, the policy risk being reduced to superficial projectification without deepening cognitive engagement or achieving core competencies. Critical subject, the Indonesian language curriculum is pivotal but often remains focused on structural knowledge, neglecting critical functional application in a digital society. Research problem. A significant implementation gap exists between the policy's philosophical ideals and transformative classroom. The need for a coherent framework. Why? A clear philosophical foundation, pragmatism philosophy, and then what? Define pedagogical goal, deep learning, and the concept of 6Cs, and how a systematic design model, Taylor model. Method. This study employs a critical qualitative descriptive approach through an in-depth systematic literature review. This article is a conceptual, yes, systematic literature review and policy analysis. The methodology was designed to not only synthesize existing knowledge, but also to critically analyze the gap between policy intent and practical reality in the Indonesian context. Data collection. Number 1, academic literature. Number 2, policy documents. Number 3, contextual analysis. And data analysis, number 1, thematic analysis. Number 2, critical gap analysis. And number 3, synthesis and model construction. The table is result and discussion. The table is show an integrated framework, the tripartite integration for transformation. Taylor model, the how, guided by pragmatism, the why, and to achieve deep learning. Defining objects, relate or relevance with from inner knowing to active doing. Objective must have tangible real-world utility and relate with deep learning or 6Cs, competency-based objective, critical thinking, communication, citizenship. And then number 2, selecting experiences, relate or relevance with learning by doing, through authentic inquiry cycles, start with genuine problems and relate with design problem-based sequences, e.g. blockbuster project, they require a need collaboration and creativity. Number 3, organizing experiences, education as continuous, reconstructed experience, relate with spiral progression across grade, e.g. poster, podcast, policy brief. It's like a multimodal text for cumulative character development. And number 4, evaluating effectiveness. Knowledge is an instrument for action. Assessment must measure consequential application. Relate with use multidimensional rubrics and portfolios for authentic performance-based assessment of all 6Cs. Our key finding is this integrated framework. It successfully connects practical design, Taylor model, powerful philosophy, pragmatism philosophy, and modern education goal in Indonesia. Now, deep learning into one coherent for system for curriculum change. Conclusion. Number 1, the pragmatism deep learning Taylor model integration provide a robust, coherent framework to bridge the Merdeka Belajar implementation gap. The integrated pragmatism deep learning, and Tyler framework effectively bridge the theory-practice gap. And number two, philosophy pragmatism supplies the essential philosophical why, orienting education toward experiential problem solving and life applicable learning. And number three, the Tyler model provides the indispensable structural how, ensuring systematic translation from deep learning objective to authentic assessment. Number four, for the Indonesian language curriculum, this means a paradigm shift from transmitting statistic knowledge to developing students as a critical thinkers, effective communicators, collaborative problem solvers, and ethical citizens. Suggestion and implication. For policy and curriculum developers, explicitly anchor national curriculum framework and teaching modules in this integrated logic. Redesign competency standard. For teacher education and professional development, train teachers in the philosophy behind pragmatism and the systematic design of the Tyler model, not just in project templates. It just practice. B, build capacity in designing authentic assessment, rubric, portfolio that mission that succeeds. For school leaders and teachers, apply the framework to design localized deep learning sequences for the Indonesian language subject. Foster a culture of collaborative inquiry and reflection using assessment data as a feedback loop for continuous improvement. Okay, thank you for your kind attention, everyone. Tanyanya mungkin bahasa Indonesia, khawatir saya kesulitan menjawab. Thank you. Miftahul. Miftahul. Sudah terlihat?
Ini masih jaringannya. Ya. Bisa dimulai. Baik, saya mulai. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me introduce myself. I'm Novi Purwaningsi from the Institute Technology and Business PKRI Dewantara Jombang. I will be presenting my research entitled Business Manipulation Analysis using Venice M-score in textile and garment companies on Indonesian Stock Exchange 2022 to 2024. Background and research problem. Earning manipulation threatens the integrity of financial information and harms various parties. The Indonesian textile industry, which contributes 19.48% of manufacturing, experienced a service crisis with more than 80,000 work laid off Travis 2024 and 60 companies closing since 2022. The case of PT Sri Rezeki Isman or Sritex reflects that the company reported a profit of 1.24 trillion, 1.24 trillion, but a loss of 15.65 trillion. This was later revealed as alleged profit manipulation, result in state loss of over 1 trillion rupiah. Although the Venice M-score model has proven effective in detecting earnings manipulation with high accuracy, specific research on the textile sector during 2024 crisis period remains very limited. This study fills this gap by analyzing earning manipulation practice in the textile sector, facing the third wave of the industrialization, profit empirical validation through actual bankruptcy case, and identify patterns of progressive deterioration through M-score temporal trend analysis. Next, review of previous research. One international journal by Agle in the Asian Journal of Accounting and Governance, which compared the Venice and Dikau models in Malaysia and found that the Venice M-score had an aggregate of 73.17% in detecting fraud in financial reports. And two, a national journal by Adila and Farley in Java, Journal of Applied Business Administration. The results of this study indicate that the Venice M-score is ineffective in explaining 48.28% of the variation in financial reporting fraud in manufacturing companies listed on the Indonesian Stock Exchange. Theory review. 1. Agency theory. 2. Earning manipulation. 3. Financial statement fraud. 4. Venice M-score model. And 5. Textile and garment industry. Methods and data collecting technique. The study used a qualitative approach with descriptive analytics methods. The subject were 15 textile and garment companies listed on Indonesian Stock Exchange for the 2020 to 2024 period. Using secondary data in the form of annual financial reports, the primary focus was to detect indication of earning manipulation through the 8 components of the Venice M-score. From the 5 years, 2020 to 2024. 4 M-score values were generated for 2 consecutive years, M1, between 2021 and 2020, M2, between 2022 and 2021, M3, between 2023 and 2022, and M4, between 2024 and 2023. Using 5 years of data of first events over 2 years, because 1, identifying trends in earning manipulation, 2, strengthening the validity of the results, and 3, analyzing patterns. Data collection technique: 1, identify sample companies and Indonesian stock exchange, download document annual financial reports, verify data completes beneath M-score component, and then data compilation and processing in the Microsoft Excel. Result and discussion. Venice M-score analysis for the 2020-2024 period indicates that 46.67% of 15 textile companies were suspect of profit manipulation. The trend shows a sharp polarization. Companies such as Rizky Isman, Sunsun Textile, and Trisula Textile experienced dramatic improvement. Will, Pan Brother, and Unicycle actually deteriorated significantly, and extreme volatility in Unitram, Asia Pacific Investama, and Century Textile indicates the stability of the industry fundamental. The GSRE and GITI companies dominate, reflecting the practice of accelerated revenue recognition amidst the process. Structural crisis, thus finding confirm the effectiveness of the M-score as an early warning system and the urgency in increased scrutiny by investor, auditor, and regulator in the Indonesian textile sector. Conclusion and recommendation. This study identified 7 out of 15 textile and garment companies indicate earning manipulation and M-score more than negative 2.22, consisting of 4 very high-risk companies: Unicycle, Unicharm, Pan Brother, Asia Pacific, and Investama, and 3 medium high-risk companies: Century Textile, Asia Pacific Fibers, and Sunsun Textile. Trend analysis saw that indication of manipulation increased in line with worsening industry condition, especially in the 2022 and 2023 periods during the third wave of the industrialization, with the TI, TI, and the SRE components as the most dominant indicators. The Venice M-score model proved effective as an early warning system, validated in the 3-text case with saw an M-score of 26.50 before bankruptcy. This study has limitation in the from the descriptive analysis without qualitative verification. Therefore, further research is recommended to integrate the Pentagon or Hexagon probe, machine learning, and comparative studies between manufacturing sector to improve prediction accuracy. That's all my presentation. Thank you.
Tidak ada, Pak. Sepertinya hanya kita ini, Pak. Cukup, Pak. Waalaikumsalam. Terima kasih, Pak.
Terima kasih, Pak.